Our new album's called In This Together, and I really can't think of a better way to summarize the whole project. Accent is a group of guys who met on the internet, which is a pretty crazy idea. We're coming together across many places with many challenges to make this work. But it also has a different meaning, which is that we recorded it together, which was new for us.
I'd say our first album was pretty safe, and it was also put together with whatever songs and arrangements that we had. But now we really kind of know, like, hey, we have this covered. Let's try and figure out what our sound is.
We are attempting to try and fuse some more genres together. There's a very strong artistic vision.
The songs on this album are all original, either written by people in the band or very close songwriting friends of the band. So they're songs that people have never heard before.
You see love.
Zaire Garrett, who have written songs for Michael Jackson, Mervyn Warren and Mark Kibble, two of the original Take Six members. Pretty amazing.
So no one's going to be saying, this is an a cappella version of this song. It's like, no, this is the original version.
We rehearsed, recorded, produced the whole thing in 2 weeks, and it really kind of captures a moment in time for us because it really is, you know, the way that we were sounding at that time.
We could decide like anything, dynamics or some phrasing. We could really talk and try things on the go.
Small detail stuff that you don't really think of when recording by yourself. How you sing a word or like form your mouths together just by being able to look or have the other guys in the same room.
There's a sense of sonic unity because of that.
The guys are warming up right now. Let me just flip this around. I'll take you guys in so you can see what's happening. Yeah. Yeah, just practicing range exercises. Keep going up.
I think my favorite memory of recording this album was just the fact that we were all living in the same living room. There was like 6 beds, and some of them were more comfortable than others, so each night we would be like, well, I guess you deserve to sleep on this inflatable mattress this night.
This time it was very intense, you know, working every day. Usually we're more like relaxed maybe, and this was very much, you know,
We built this big poster board that was used for helping us track the progress of the record. So once we finished, you know, the bass for a song, we'd do a check mark. But instead of a check mark, we'd have to draw in like a really funny illustration. All right, we have just finished recording some of the stuff for our first song. That's not the song, James.
Oh no! I thought it was in order. Okay. I had a good.
No, now we've done more than we think we have.
Accent does vocal jazz, harmony, but we apply this style in pop songs as well.
I don't have a problem saying we're a jazz group. However, sometimes I feel the general population, when they say jazz, you immediately think of like swing, ting, 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 and like something from the 40s and 50s. The story of jazz is always growing and developing, and we are part of that story.
If we would do the same thing as many groups, then we would be nobody, maybe. So since we are pretty unique, it's a French word, it gives us like a specialty.
We want to become better as musicians so that every time people hear us, they can hear, wow, this group sounds really different, but they're also so incredibly good at their instruments.
One love, and I know that it can be everything.
I would say Accent is the happiest of accidents.
It's this uniquely international 6-part jazz a cappella group, which has 6 people from 5 different countries.
If we can get people to take those couple extra seconds to then learn a little bit about how we got together, that's just really fascinating and I think heartwarming for most people to see that music truly does bring people together. There's really no better example of that than our group.
The dream is definitely to be doing this full-time and constantly.
Right now everybody kind of comes together and then we go back to our respective homes and our countries.
We don't talk a lot about this, but it's just like we have a lot of a project in mind.
And it feels like we're still growing very fast.
We've come together and we are going to continue making this music. If people want to explore new music, which I think millions of people in the world do want to do, I think ours is an excellent place to just have an experience. So that's us in a nutshell.
One love.